Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian
Hi, everybody.
and Brett.
What's up?
Back to talk The Bachelor. This is season 28, episode 10. It's the Women Tell All. Women Tell All combination with a rose ceremony this week to get us down to our final two contestants before next week's finale. Make sure you like and subscribe here and on TikTok at The Reality Guys for all of our coverage of everything Bachelor and reality TV. Guys, I want to get to the women tell all. Obviously where we spent a majority of our time, or you call it the Maria tell all special. Like I said, this was the Maria show. But I think it's better. We should start with the rose ceremony, kind of continuing on and moving the actual plot forward. Obviously, so full spoilers here, everyone. Our final two, Daisy and Kelsey A. I don't think a huge shocker. Rachel being eliminated. I liked her a lot. I think she was great. Like Joey said, it came. None of these women want to hear anything from him or from any of these leads after they get dumped. And he's like, "Look, you did everything you could do. You left it all out on the field." It's like, shut up, dude. I don't really want to hear that. Um, but again, I think a strong final two for him as well, and they're teasing some trouble. So, Brian, what did you think of his decision for the final two?
I mean, not totally surprising. A little more disappointed in the note tease. That makes me think that the this will be the saddest ever, but it won't be. It'll be something probably as lame as that was. So yeah,
I agree. I mean, totally predictable that Rachel was going out here. I mean, the writing was on the wall. If you didn't expect that, what show are you watching? We knew this was going to be the final two, and yeah, I agree with the note tease. That was a bunch of crap. I actually didn't even watch last week, but I guess there was nothing to miss because they revealed it this one. I had just a gut feeling that Kelsey was just trying to like either finagle her own little one-on-one to get more time, or production like helped her finagle, some bull crap to just put on airtime and waste our time.
The worst part of the whole thing was Joey's reaction to it. He went into like a whole sourpuss mood over it because he assumed that it was something negative and it was something positive. That whole thing really was baffling. And yeah, look, if frankly, if we were a little bit more engaged on this season and we have had higher hopes and we weren't already pissed off after last week, we would have been like, "Oh my god, I can't wait, I can't." But we've expected this kind of stuff, right? They bait and switch us a lot. I guess the only bait and switch we can get next week, Brian, would be if he's crying after like dumping one of them, right? Crying before he proposes, maybe. But the whole thing where the end that he leaves and Jesse's like, I'd usually have them out here, but it's so gut wrenching. So I mean,
lie.
maybe he gets dumped at the altar.
Nah, I think he dumps somebody and he cries. Like, I agree with Brett. I think it was production with the note.
I
Like,
could potentially see him if he chooses Daisy getting dumped at the altar,
yeah,
but I think he's going to choose Kelsey.
yeah, I agree. I think he's gonna pick Kelsey too.
I think
What
they
do you
had the
think though?
most
Who do you think
chemistry.
he's picking?
I've been on the Daisy train, not because I just to me it seemed for a while they were pushing that way. Um, the Kelsey dramatics now had me leaning back towards that he's gonna pick Kelsey, but it's just yeah, I think Kelsey. I think Kelsey. I could see Daisy more. Daisy strikes me more as a bachelorette. I think if Daisy doesn't win, she's going to be the next bachelorette. I think that's almost like a full blown given.
You don't think it'll be Maria at this point? She's got a lot of fan backing, so it's really hard to say because you would preseason I would say Daisy's a shoe-in just because of the whole disability thing, but Maria has a lot of fans.
Yeah, look, I've been big on Maria more so obviously than Brian. I had picked her preseason. I thought she handled her, kind of transitioning over to the Maria Tell All special. I thought she handled herself pretty well. I don't think outside of her definitely talking over people, that was kind of a funny moment where she was kind of proving that point. I don't think she took any L's in any of her conflicts.
No, she's just annoying. That's really what I don't really have it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think she's did the right thing today, but she's just annoying. Like just the way she talks is. I don't know if I could do a full season of that.
I'll admit there was one or two things she said, but I was like kind of like, ooh, yeah. And I was always a big Maria fan too, so I still am. But there were a couple of moments. I like how Sydney admitted that she was annoying once she got to watch herself back.
Yeah, that's good at least.
She looked like she had dread on her face the entire time. I'm sure she isn't happy with what had gone down in general. She owns a business like we've talked about. She's probably, like you said, just trying to get out of there with as taking the least amount of shots as possible. Yeah, hug it out like it happened. Leah took a lot of crap during the during it there. She popped her head up, and people like Edwina and everyone jumping in and telling her like, no, you were full of crap, you were mean. And by the time the first commercial happened, she took it was very like a Bravo reunion. She took a little walk off, like she needed some
Yeah, she like
time
needed a
to,
minute.
and she came back, and everybody like Maria and all them had to like build her up and hug her because they felt bad. It gave me a little Bravo hope right there.
I felt bad for her. She was getting shat on. I did not expect that. I know she like had a slight heel turn in the season, but nothing that crazy. And even when she burnt the date card, they're like, "Oh, you didn't do that for us. Shut up." Blah blah. So I
Big thing
felt
was
bad
she's
for
not
her.
a girl's girl.
Yeah.
I wish she stole someone's date. She should have. That would have.
Yeah, that's like that would have been so interesting, so dynamic. And she literally throws it in the fire, episode one. Like later on, guess what? She could have stolen a Maria date if you hated Maria so much, right? I guess you wish you had it then. Like that's like next season they should tell the contestants, if they reintroduce that, you can't get rid of it. Like you have to use it.
Yeah, production will probably make themselves involved in these situations because they could have told her to burn it for all we know, just to like make her look good, and then she just kind of did her own unraveling.
That
But
would be classic.
how about these? How about this Rachel stuff where like she's getting like like how lame is it that you get DM like if you don't like someone like just tweet about it. You don't need to DM them. I mean I think that's kind of just crazy to me.
Listen, we've seen this, man. I mean, look, so there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say with the low hanging, like, well, you go on a show, the internet's going to be mean to you. It's like you're saying the right, but then fine. Look, even tweet about it. Tweet that you think somebody
Right.
sucks. Do a podcast and say you think something stinks, right? But you do not need to be sliding their DMs, racial slurring, telling, wishing they were, not alive.
Right.
Just all this kind of crap. And look, it does affect people. Again, we will say it again. We've talked to people. You can see our interviews we've had with people. It does affect them. It's easy for us to say it when it's not us, right? And until you go through it, and that is the one point that Jesse made when he was trying to give his PSA. That is true. It's like, and Joey was saying that as well. It's like it does take a lot of bravery to go and put yourself out there. And so let's try to be like, look, be mean in our comment section, like whatever. Just leave them directly alone.
Yeah, you don't need a DM. So like it's just that I think that's and like putting bad reviews on businesses also is just like is like such a loser move.
Oh, such a
I
loser
just
move.
those things you can't don't DM and you don't trash somebody's business. I just think that's stupid. But I mean,
I
the
think
average person's an idiot, so they're gonna keep doing it. So it doesn't matter. But
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
I think making, maybe distasteful jokes online is one thing, but yeah, DMing like
yeah,
that. I don't even think there was anything against her that they didn't like, except for like her being Hawaiian. Like it sounded just like racist stuff
yeah,
that they were doing. So just a bunch of shitty people.
it just doesn't need. Yeah, it just when you're going more out of your way when you're going to somebody's profile. You're sending them a message. Like if you're doing it more than once, it's just like it's dumb.
I'm never justifying saying something really mean or like crappy, but look, like we do it too, right? And listen, people do that online. It's half the reason Twitter and things exist, right? But I would dare to say that most people that say these crappy things online do not actually want the person they're saying it about to actually see it, right?
Oh
These
yeah,
DM people are going very intently to make sure you
yeah.
know how much they hate you or want you to jump off a bridge or hate what race you are. And it's like for the Bachelor, guys, just don't watch it. Like it's this is not like required viewing here, people.
Right, like she didn't even do anything that would be deemed like questionable. It's like it's not like somebody's
She was the
cheating on
nicest
somebody.
person.
Yeah, yeah, it's just crazy.
I will say though, my mom, she's like, "What's the Sydney girl's Instagram? I'm gonna go tell her she sucks. She's
Oh,
annoying."
Yeah, but
there we go.
that's like I think you were crappy to someone, whatever. There's not going to go tell her to go burn her house down. She's not going to go give her a 1-star Google review. And again, I went to Sydney's business. It was a good business. I have a nice shirt from there. So
Right. And if Brett is on The Bachelor or Bachelorette at some point, don't sign his DMs to talk shit on him unless he
Do it.
wants. I mean, you can hear it here. He can be the voice and be
no,
like,
you have to write a letter and we'll read the letters
yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Comment and we'll read the comments. Or
Yeah,
if slide in my DMs and I'll bring them on anyways. And we can talk about
share
them.
screen.
Yeah.
The one positive I will say about all of this in this episode and this week was they didn't string it out. We did get the rose ceremony, and we are getting the finale next week.
They didn't say 3 hours.
They
They didn't. They didn't. I waited till the end and I
I
didn't see
don't
it.
think they need 3 hours,
No, there's no need. There's no need to have 3 hours.
but I I can check. I'll check
Save
after the
us, save it. We
recording
don't
ends.
need that
I'll
crap.
check after the recording ends. But yeah, look, season over next week, clearing up Monday nights, really big. I'm hoping, not optimistically, but I am hoping that this is going to be a very dramatic ending and we have something to talk about.
Do we think Kelsey T could sneak into a bachelorette role or
No.
no?
I
I
think if
mean,
anything, they might go back to Lexi.
That's what I
Based
meant. I'm sorry. I meant Lexi. That's what I meant. I meant
on-
Lexi. That's what I
Lexi, Marie, and Daisy are the three to me that are the candidates from this season for sure.
With Lexi, Lexi and even Jess, they sort of somewhat alluded to like, oh, we think your love life's going to be, looking up from here on out. We wish you the best. So I don't think they'd pick Jess, but definitely with Lexi. I mean, it might happen.
I'd be okay with Lexi. I like Lexi.
I like Lexi too. All right, cool. Well, we'll be back next week for the finale. We have a lot of reviews this week. Make sure you have the notification bell on. A lot of fun stuff. Like I said, also check out the TikTok at the reality guys. But for myself, Brian, Brett, everyone here, thank you for watching. Peace.
Shut the fuck up.